Hello everyone. This video I am doing a screen protector installation for the Galaxy Note 9, which I just bought over the Black Friday for $400 off, which is a great value compared to the original price. And I think that should be the basic starting price for the Note 9. Anyway, in this video I'm going to be using a screen protector from a company called IQ Shield. I got those on Amazon, so I'll give you guys a link if you're also interested. So basically this is a clear screen protector for the Note 9, and this one is actually the case-friendly version because I'm going to be using the Note 9 with a case, with the Samsung's Rigid protective case. And I have a review also down the link below, so if you guys are interested in a very nicely made case. So let's get started. I already took everything out of the package, so we're gonna save the unboxing. So what you get over here is this thing actually comes with two protectors, and today we're going to be only using one protector. Just the other one is actually saved for the future when this one wears out. And usually those protectors comes with a bottle of like little spray that's made of mild detergent. And of course your screen protector is right over here, and a little squeegee for squeezes out the bubbles once you install the protector, and a little microfiber cloth to cleaning the screen for the installation. So, and interestingly, those screen protectors are not your traditional screen protectors because of the curved edge design. Usually you'll find the screen protector on those devices like very pliable, very soft. It's kind of like the ZAG, their classic screen protector. But I would say in terms of thickness, this is actually one step thinner than the ZAG screen protector. But I suspect the material is very similar. They're soft. And once you put the water on the screen, they become very movable. So the water helps move the thing around to get it aligned. And then you use a squeegee pad to squeeze out all the water drops. And it actually needs to have some time to set onto the screen. So this kind of works like any of the window tint on your car. Usually if you have the tint man comes to do your tint on the car, they'll finish it and they'll tell you, there are some water bubbles inside, but don't worry about it because, the water bubble is gonna dissipate in a few days, which for the most case it's gonna do. And this thing is gonna be same. If you see some slight bubbles, don't worry about it because it's gonna get reabsorbed and dissipate, and you'll have a very nice screen. Okay, so let's get started. One last thing, this is the case-friendly version. So what's the difference between case-friendly and the full cover is the case-friendly doesn't go all the way to the edge. So when you have the case over there, it doesn't interference with the case. Okay. Interestingly, this thing does not even come with a full installation guide. You'll have to watch a installation video on their website. But since I've installed a lot of screen protectors before, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So the very first step, of course, is use the microfiber cloth to remove as much fingerprint as possible. And also helps a lot if you wash your hands beforehand to remove all the oils and grease on your hands. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go wash my hands first, and then I'm gonna come back and continue with the installation. Okay, so I am back. I actually just remembered that the Note 9 is actually water resistant, so I went ahead and actually used a very mild soap detergent, which is my dish cleaning detergent, to actually wash the entire phone. And now it's fingerprint free. And then I used, the microfiber cloth to actually polish it up. So now it's actually perfectly dust free. So the next step we're gonna be doing is actually just start spraying the mild detergent that's included with the case onto the phone, so it gets a little wet, and then to help set the screen protector into correct position on the phone. So of course I'm also gonna take out the squeegee pad because you need to squeeze out the waters. Okay, so let's get started. And the screen protector is right over here. I'm just gonna leave it on the side. Let's see. So get some fine mist. Like so. Oh, make sure to turn off your phone so it doesn't turn back on, you know, when you're actually doing the installation. So that looks about, give it a little more. So, and then I'm actually gonna peel this protector off and then just gently put it on the screen and align it with all the holes on the screen. Now the protector itself is slightly adhesive, slightly. The water drops is gonna help move it around on the screen, okay? So let's put it on the screen and then we're gonna reposition it and make sure it's in a perfect position before we squeeze out all the bubbles. And make sure, very important, to not get any of the sensors blocked, okay? You don't want that to happen. So double check the sensor's not blocked. And this looks about as good as it gets. Somewhere right there. This is good. Now the thing is, it still moves just ever so slightly on the screen, which is, you know, tough to adjust because it moves ever so slightly. And now I actually find a good place to have it set. I'm gonna use a little squeegee and just start squeeze out the water bubble. Make sure you don't go too hard because you don't ever want to stretch the screen, okay? You don't want it stretched. You want it to naturally set inside. So just squeeze out most of the waters. And then of course it's still slightly movable. So you'll probably have to readjust, you know, after the water is dissipated. Okay. And the most interesting part would be the curved edge, which is going to be tricky. So for the most part, I have the main screen, you know, nicely squeegeed, and I'm gonna try to figure out a way to actually get the curved edge to settle in and stick onto the foam, because right now they're not sticking, okay? Because there are actually water droplets still on the edge over there. It needs to be a little more dry to be able to adhere to the side, okay? And according to the installation, the edge won't stick because you still have solution over there on the edge. It's not gonna stick. The edge only becomes sticky when the solution is dried. So according to the instruction, I'm gonna wait for 15 to 20 minutes before I come back and update the video. By then the edge should be dry and I should be able to just use my hand to actually get it stick to the edge, okay? So I'm gonna come back and update this video. And by now, everything else is nice and clean. Very, you know, there's no bubbles at all. So it's ready for the next step. Okay, few more minutes passed. Over here, as you can see, for the most part, it already, all the edge has been sticking to the foam now. There's no air bubbles anywhere that I can see. Like some very, very slightly over here. There are some, but for the most part, it's already a completed job. Now they say you have to let the film set, you know, it's best to do this before you're going to bed so the film can set very well and get adhered to the glass for around 6 to 8 hours. And that is the curing time. It's important to have this curing time because after that, right now your screen still looks a little fuzzy. After the curing time, your screen should look a lot more smoother. Okay, so we actually completed our installation, and the whole installation right now actually took less than 15 minutes, including the curing time for the thing to dry out and to put the edge onto the edge of the film onto the edge of the foam. So it's not a very hard job. The most important part is make sure your phone is super clean before you start doing this job. You don't want any pet hair, you don't want any dust under the side, under the film, and that's super bad. The good thing is with Galaxy Note 9, you can easily just wash the phone with mild detergent, carefully, rinse it up, dry it up, and when it's actually oil and grease free, use a microfiber cloth to just, nicely polish the phone, and at very end apply the film, from any film company that you prefer. The squeegee pad actually helps a lot because on those kind of soft installation, like soft films, you don't want to use a credit card because the credit card have a tendency to actually stretch out the soft film, which is not good. So the rubber squeegee pad also works pretty good. And now we have a quasi-finished phone. Next step is just curing the phone. Leave it there, sit, not touching it for another 6 to 8 hours. And you should have a very durable screen protector. Again, in my opinion, those works a lot better than glass because even after shattering your glass by accident, you can still use your phone just fine because the glass is not gonna pop out, from the screen protector. And this kind, the soft one, it's very durable. There's no way you can scratch the screen when you have those kind of screen protector installed. And in the end, I want you to see the actual final product with a protective case. This is Samsung's Rigid protective case for the Galaxy Note 9. What they were talking about, the case friendliness, is that you see, try to zoom in a little bit. You see it actually have a little gap between the film and the screen protector. Between the screen protector and the case protector. So there is a gap all over. So when when you're actually using the case, you won't be rubbing the film and then rub it off. It's actually a very good coverage on this one. It doesn't leave much area to be exposed to the environment. Now, judging of the quality of the screen protector, it's okay because it already came with a few defects. Like, I'll show you guys. Try to point it out right over here. There is a little defect over there. It looks like a scratch that was existing. And over here, there's some defects as well, as you can see. Again, it doesn't really affect the use, but it's kind of annoying to see them there. And to point out the importance of getting the dust out of the screen before install, check over here. I left some hair in there, so now it's gonna be forever sticking over there. The only time I'm gonna be able to remove it is probably when this protector wears out and I'm changing a new one. So be extra careful when you install the protector. Make sure there's no hair or dust under the screen. Okay. Other than that, it should do its job just fine. Okay, and it doesn't really affect, you know, the color of the screen much. I can see there's a protector on top, but then again, it doesn't really affect the general use at all. There you have it. Hope you guys find this video helpful, and if you do, please hit like or subscribe, and I'll try to have more similar contents out for you guys in the near future. Thanks again, and take care.